Okay. Good afternoon. Okay, and thank you for those in the audience. I know you've had the opportunity to see us in action, and as you might have gathered from the topics we were just discussing, that was our General Assembly Committee. When Annapolis is in session, we review local bills that are happening and other statewide bills and dialogue on those and give our opinions to that process. And that's what you just had the opportunity to engage in and listen in on. With that said, we're going to move into our next section of the agenda, which is we have three proclamations and outstanding work that's being done here in the county. I'm going to turn it over to my colleague, Councilmember Todd Turner, who put together the first proclamation, which is for the Home Builders Care Foundation. Mr. Turner. Oh, actually, I apologize. One more thing I forgot to do, just to quickly announce my colleagues who are joining me here today. As you probably heard earlier, Chair Davis is under the weather, so we're going to give him a little bit of a break because we have a long day today. Most of you know we actually have a town hall meeting tonight at 7 o'clock at Charles Flowers on the budget. So today is a long day for us. So with me today, I have Councilmember Obie Patterson, Councilmember Mel Franklin, Councilmember Denny Taveras, and Councilmember Todd Turner. Mr. Turner.
Thank you, Madam Vice Chair, for filling in as always. Good morning, everyone. I should say good afternoon, everyone. Appreciate it. And I would call up our representatives from the Home Builders Care Foundation to come up. I believe I have Mr. Marcus Jackson, who's the Vice President, Mr. Jeff Caruso, and Ms. Patty Kane, who's the Executive Director. And what I'd like to do is we're recognizing the Home Builder Care Foundation for the work that they've performed over the last couple of years in Prince George's County. And I will read the proclamation in part, not fully. It said it's the mission of the Home Care Builders Foundation is to give back by utilizing the skills and resources of the building industry members on shelter-related construction, and for construction for the homeless and for other at-risk populations. And whereas since its inception almost 33 years ago, the Home Builder Care Foundation has made significant in-kind contributions of more than $20 million worth of materials and labor to projects assisting homeless and other at-risk populations in the community here in the Washington, D.C. area. And it has assisted, the Home Care Foundation has assisted over 90 local not-for-profit organizations in the Maryland National Capital Region, some of them multiple times through their in-kind contributions, technical assistance, building materials, professional skilled labor, and volunteer hours by its members. And I can say I have taken advantage of that, in particular in my district over the last 2 years. In the Bowie area, 2 local community not-for-profit organizations have benefited from the work of the Home Builders Care Foundation, including St. Matthew's Housing Corporation and the Champ House Recovery Center, organizations that received in-kind professional construction services for improvements of their shelter-related projects for social services to our residents. And they serve over 20 at-risk individuals, those who are recovering from addiction services, and those who are transitioning from homelessness. And so whereas the Prince George's County Council is pleased with this opportunity to recognize the efforts of the Home Care Builders Care Foundation as it meets the challenges of providing affordable housing and supportive services to our neighbors in need. Now therefore be it proclaimed that the Prince George's County Council, that the Home Builders Care Foundation is saluted and is continued to do their public service to the communities of Prince George's County and the region. So we have that proclamation, and we'll give that to Mr. Caruso. Thank you.
Thank you.
And have Ms. Kane as well come up. There we go. We'll do some photos after that, but feel free to speak.
Yeah. Jeff Caruso, Caruso Homes. Thank you for the recognition. Home Builders Care is a great organization, and Caruso Homes was proud to help St. Matthew's. This was a very needed renovation and a facility that is for battered women, but not only that, it's for their children. and it's not only an overnight stay, so it's really an extremely necessary item. Also, in addition to that facility, Bazzuta Homes and DeVere Insulation led the charge to renovate Champ House Recovery. It's not a total renovation. They actually went there just to help them with a punch list, and before they knew it, they were repairing the roof and adding insulation, drywall, and they haven't finished. There's more to come. Anyway, all this is coordinated by Home Builders Care Foundation, and this is a great organization. But most of all, we want you to know that they do care. They care about Prince George's County and the residents and where we build. Thank you.
My name is Patty Kane. I'm the director of Home Builders Care. And our mission is basically to use the talents of builders to give back to the community on shelter-related construction projects. Frankly, everything we do couldn't be done without a builder stepping up to do the work for us in our name, in the industry's name. So thank you, Mr. Caruso, and thank you all for this recognition.
The last thing I will say, if you know of a needy not-for-profit, and I say this to my colleagues, I took advantage of the program. They provided me information when I first came into office, and I've taken full advantage of it. I've had 2 projects in my district, and I know they're willing to do work throughout the entire county, so please take advantage of them. I know they just sent out some additional information about their program and how to apply, so definitely get that out to those who we think are in need. So with that, we'll take a quick photo in the back, and then we'll move on to our next proclamation.